Kapanen hit hits the post, and then momentum just shifts big time the other direction. The first period, up 1-0, and then he hits the post and we made it 1-1, and then he just took off.
But yeah, I mean, you need some breaks, right? You need some saves. There's always a few, when you look back at the game, probably moments in the game where you look back where things could have swung either way. I can't tell you what would have derailed us. I think we were ready to play the right way. But I got to believe it gave them a lift to get a goal like that. Shorties always do. So, you know, going forward, I think we would have regrouped and played our game, and who knows how the outcome would have went. But that's part of it. There's all, like I said, the other night I thought in the second period some things could have went either way, and we took control. And then the first period we finished well in front of their net. We had a plan in place how we think we can score, and I think we executed well again for the most part, and off we went. But you're right, could have went a different way, but that's, you know, hypothetical, so you never know.
Oh, just comment on the first line, both even strength and on the power play.
Terrific and terrific. Okay. I don't think I can say anymore. I mean, you saw it, right? I mean, they were on tonight. Hard to play against, really hard to play against, and they play a 200-foot game. You can talk about Bergen Marsh and PK too while you're at it, you know.
Bruce, you didn't have David on that first line to start. Do you remember exactly what it was that made you say during the regular season, okay, I got to put this guy up with Brad Patrice?
God, Fluto, I thought you meant tonight. I was like, really? Well, I mean, without going through the whole thing, we wanted Kretsch and Pasta, Bergie Marsh. Anders Bjork was DeBrusque, Heinen. We had Solark, he was late, injured, coming in later. So we wanted to see if we could get a young kid in those lines, build a solid third line. We knew we had a good fourth line in the making in terms of the pieces. And injuries probably eventually came around to it. Bergie got hurt, Kretsch got hurt, backs, you know, so eventually we decided we're gonna have to win some games, low scoring. Some of it was out west, could have been a little before that. And okay, we're gonna rely on this line. We're gonna piece together responsible second, third, fourth lines that can chip in, and we're gonna win with good goaltending and strong defense. And then we kind of got going. I think it just stayed. And once they started playing well together, it was hard to break them up. I think that was what came down to. The plan at some point was see if we could go back to what we started, because we thought we'd be more dangerous, but it kind of evolved into where we started winning games, and that line could stay together. We were getting offense elsewhere. A lot of that, if you remember, was Nash, Heinen, and Backus. You know, they gave us good secondary offense, and Kretsch gets healthy. We move Spooner. DeBrusque comes in. You know, no need to do it. The reason we originally wanted to do it, and last year I did it, balanced offense. But when you get scoring from the other places, no need to do it. And they've got great chemistry, and it's, you know, it's worked out obviously.
And back, and then we'll go to Tim.
Obviously, you always want to have bodies and pucks to the net, but you guys have done an especially good job of that in this series and been able to get goals from enclosed. Just what do you think's been the key to be able to get to those areas so often?
Well, we're a determined group. You know, we've got courage for one. To go to the dirty areas, you need courage. So then you get people there, and then you need pucks to arrive there. So it becomes a mindset. You can have players go there all day, but if the pucks don't arrive, you know, he gets frustrating. So that goes hand in hand. We believe that's an area that we want to force them to defend. You know, if they're willing to hang in there and battle us there and win that battle, then we'll tip, you know, our hat to them. And you know, we feel that big goalie in there, traffic, force him to find pucks, control his rebounds. I mean, that probably a good formula for any goaltender if you ask around the league. But you know, that's it in a nutshell. And from there, we'll make our plays. You know, if we get some pucks back, then you know, we'll make our little slot plays. And you've seen a bit of both. Some of the first ones go in, and we've been able to recover some, you know, some pucks. I think we've been pretty good at it all year. Ozone recovering pucks. You know, we're pretty good at it, and then making plays from there. It's been a lot of our offense.
Tim?
So the second period, things might have gotten away a little bit, but did you feel Tuukka kind of calm things down with some of those timely saves he made, especially on those PKs there?
Yeah, I mean, you look at a game like this, sometimes that gets overlooked, but for sure, it was a game where, you know, sometimes during the regular season, those games happen, and teams want to build good habits, so they're not going to, you know, they're going to tighten up and accept that they might lose. you know, most of the time in the playoffs, teams are, well, it's one game, so you lose 5-2, 5-4, 10-2, it doesn't matter, it's a loss. So they get into trading chances, and we had to guard against that. It wouldn't be to our advantage, obviously. You know, if we scored on all them up, you know, yes, but that's not a good formula. So we had to talk some skilled players out of that kind of mentality for a stretch there. So, and they're a good team. They're going to have a push. They turned it up. They're good in transition, second period line changes. You got to be mindful of that. It even makes them that much stronger in those quick strikes. So, you know, we lost it a little bit there in terms of what we were doing well in the neutral zone, not allowing them to come through with speed, but we got it back, you know, and that's a sign of a good team as well. And then we're able to, you know, play the right way in the third period.
Second night in a row, if I counted it right, you had 5